Keon didn't
She
care.
ain't. I'm not included with that.
And that's what made me mad. Because this fool was laughing at, not really, this fool was laughing at all the girls that paid for dresses. Like, dang, it's something in. Like, what? Like, you should have a baby. He didn't care. He was right by the shit. Like, everybody does it. Now you know. That's custom. I did that too. You think man London didn't do this?
Yeah.
Man London.
I hear about it every time.
We even going to so the night, first of all, the night after we did all that, we took two other dudes. It wasn't neither one of them was our dudes. But the dude that she actually took the thing from, but listen, no, we wasn't. But the dude that she actually took, he drove her Jaguar though. He had the Jaguar at the time, the father's there. They had hacker cars back then. And they still do. But anyway, she had the Jag. I rode with them. Our homeboy, I was going to take somebody else. I was actually messing with this dope boy that time. But something came up, and the dude that was supposed to make the run as a junior got jammed up.
Yes and no. I really only use like one or two, honestly, because the one I mainly use is OP.
Homeboy turns out went to,
You know, the one with the RPO option, screen pass technically.
Went to their prom the night before, and he had the same color tux. You know, his tux or his vest, his tux was the same color as what I was wearing, silver and black. So he was able to go with me to the prom. Thank God. In the last couple hours, I was so mad with that dude. I never spoke to him again. I seen him at a basketball game. I thought he was in the same place.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. I mean, I played. Yeah, definitely. Like, unless I can hit the hole and go. If not, it'll be that. Or I'll be hitting some passes. Because I'm going to choose the computer out. I already did it before, so.
We had an absolute ball. Like, the prom person was
definitely, definitely.
We was at the Renaissance downtown. Pool was good, had everything. And then it was a DC show.
Wait, was this after graduation or senior?
No, prom was always before that.
You ain't know that? No, I'm saying, like, I thought it was a senior.
Nah, this is prom night. We went to DC.
What the heck?
It was alright, first of all, listen, what you don't understand.
I'm going out to eat my best friend.
Listen to me. You look like, first of all, you had people at the prom.
It seems like she did more than that.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. We did more to go. So,
Wait. Oh, you said prom. Okay.
when you go to your
At the
prom is usually at an event space or hotel.
Me,
You get there, and
I couldn't
it's
tell.
always food there. Okay. So they have plates. So they have to do by the plate how much. That's why you have to pay a certain amount. So you're gonna eat. Well, technically, we didn't eat that. So we got there late. We got there.
Yeah, I'm about to go look.
We danced a little bit, and we rolled out. And you get your glasses. Okay, so you get your glasses from the prom, stuff like that.
Can we stop hitting on things, please?
That's this animal.
Don't be calling my daughter an animal. Who's animal?
You black hair everybody.
The hair is black, but don't do that. You're
I
first of all,
noticed.
none of
Look
my
at
you're
him
the
with
dark
the
you're
big
the
butt.
dark
Look at
black. You're the
I
dark
didn't know
black.
you
You're
was
the
black.
dark black. Kaya, what you gonna do? None of my
Yeah, he too
children.
slow.
He called me an animal.
None of
He
my
called me
children
an
are
animal.
black. First of all, all you had
If
to do.
anything, he referring to me as a monkey.
All you
I
had
ain't
to
no monkey.
you Stop, Dave. All you had to do was refer to him and Dave as lions, because that's what they are.
No.
Stop, yo, chill. Yo, shut up, because you about to get smacked.
No.
Don't do it again, alright?
Ma. Can you come on? Like, this is really starting to irritate me now, bro.
Alright, so anyway, stop it. Dave. Y'all on a date. Chill.
Come on.
Stop saying yo, you on chill. Because you're going to have him out there doing this with you. Stop. So anyway, once you do that, you leave, and sometimes if you have you go to the front window, so they be jumping.
Y'all, I ain't going there.
Well, I'm just saying, they be putting together after prom parties. We ain't to worry about that. We did our own thing. Like I said, we went to DC. We did our thing. We went and ate somewhere else. So we was down like 3, 4 in the morning. We came back to Maryland. But I mean, our parents, we was good. We say that. Daddy already knew I was always going there. We always was going to parties anyway. That one, I don't know what she didn't care. She didn't do nothing. I paid my own stuff. So it's whatever. But anyway. all that was done. Next day, we went to the place he actually been down now for life. This man murdered my couple weeks ago.
How long is this story, bro?
I love him, but I was like, hey, God, we somebody be murdered. He's like, what? And then, yeah, we had an extra call. Then the guy that we went with, our homeboy, he was a big client. He was like a big client. He was like a military. He did security. He said that they paid for everything. So the guy on the news at the time, Alexander, he was on hot for 30%. He died. His son and big client, those guys, they sponsored our whole trip afterwards. And we actually did like a trip. But they sponsored our trip. One of them went crazy on the ride. We ain't no fucking corridor. The other one out the other side, we went back to the studio or whatever. And then we definitely met, we first met like Timberland and them. So, you know, we all went to school in Virginia. So I think we first met a lot of them in the cold rain. It was crazy. It was a very calm weekend. Oh, we barely did anything. We had all our stuff turned in. We just had we go store for uniforms and all things. That lets you have that curl up like a curly dog a little bit. So, we had actually, you know, quick and we kept that. I was still living in Cotton. Matter of fact, no. I moved back to Chicago. I came on my birthday. He did my birthday that year. I told her I wanted to come back this day because she had put us out. But I was at the city that they were moving, going to Cotton. Finally, Daddy was driving a truck every day at home. So I was thinking, and I was
The video is out there on my phone. I can't watch it on YouTube. I can get
so you can't do that money with it. I don't even know where I got one card. That's the only one I can card. How do you want to tell me? You want me to email the teacher? Do it now. Come on.
I did.
You did? You email the teacher? You shouldn't do it. Just because you know how to turn your game on or DVD. Mr. Music. Okay. Alright, can I get my phone like this and you can like Wait, you got 72%, yo. Look at that. Give it back. Let's go ahead and get on your phone. Come on. Come on, Daddy. Alright. Dave, let's switch phones. Come on. Oh, get out of my face. I was really taking you serious. Alright. I need to go get you whatever. I'm thinking about a person. Wait, come here. I had to take the solution. Alright. One of them they did. Only a muscle no, I'm talking about when that car while I was going. When I was getting that stuff, something kind of goes on. Whoa. Oh, thanks. Find me some needles. Now you got me
You
down
getting
there.
wrong, I will ball you up right now.
Yo, we got me down to 6%.
I'm itching to ball you up, babe. I'm really gonna beat you up. I see that D-Rag one. It makes me
Hold up
angry.
till you get back Whoa, that's cool. What's going on? Oh, you know what? I found that piece actually.
That means I should do it.
No need. No, we gotta go to
Give me the word.
Just
Just give me the word,
Stop
bro.
that.
Can you just go away?
Boy, shut up. She
Oh, babe.
Yeah.
You know my friend.
What did he just throw at you?
Mommy said we can't quit, so I'm gonna get in trouble
Hey,
for
yo,
this.
bro, get over here.
What?
I need you. Bro,
Huh?
I didn't say play with Dave.
I'm not playing with Dave. Dave's trying to get me.
Yo,
No, he's trying to get you.
yo, look.
He's trying to get me.
It's a hurt.
Oh, don't, Keon. Don't, Keon.
No, it's a lead.
Let me hold on.
It
Please,
was working today, so why didn't
please.
let me try that one. That one worked.
Can you stop? Stop. Stop. Stop jumping on the bed.
You gotta stop jumping, man. She banned. Relax.
Who talked to?
No, you're not. No, you're not. You talking to me. You talking to her.
No, I'm not talking to you.
No,
I'm
you
not talking
I
to you.
believe you, Dave.
You're not talking to me. You're not talking to me, bro. You're not talking to me like that, bro. You're not talking to me like that, bro.
No.
You're not talking to me, bro. That do-rag.
Please.
That do-rag getting to you, bro. Alright, Dave. I go night-night. It's not bedtime. Don't do it. Dad, watch out.
David,
Watch
let's
out.
go. Come on, I want you to hurry yourself. You want to take if she steps over there like that, I'll knock you out. Don't try that. I'm your fan because it's raining. Did it ring any bells? Ring any bells? For all four.
Tonight,
All four.
from Orchard
Okay,
Park,
so
New
here,
York,
sit down. Let's go. Come on, you got your phone. I want to hear
it's
no
Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Good night, baby.
Don't pick the knife.
I'm going to sleep. What you mean don't say that? You got food tomorrow. You better go sleep. No, don't get up when I go. Because I'm not watching no TV anymore. I'm not watching none of those people.
We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions.
The winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Bill Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway in Buffalo.
No.
The return man, Ty Johnson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. We see Matthew Stafford, the one-time Georgia Bulldog, set to pilot the offense of the Detroit Lions.
I don't know about you, but I've absolutely loved his consistency throughout the season. Always good, occasionally spectacular. But right now, he's on the outside of that MVP race. What's it going to take for him to get it done down the stretch?
You're right, on the fringe. But hey, it's week 14. There's still a month left for him to make a lasting impression, have some scintillating plays, and then who knows?
Yeah, those scintillating plays, those splash plays, those plays we'll talk about for the next week leading up to the next game. He'll need a bunch of those down the stretch in order to win the award.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Stafford able to get this complete to Swift, his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down 6 at the Bills' 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves, and
eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Paul Richardson.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Third down.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit.
To T.J. Hawkinson.
T.J. Hawkinson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging.
Right. Yep.
Matt Prater lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Right.
Matt Prater to kick
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10.
Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
I couldn't hear you, Dave.
All right.
Allen to the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard.
That's what I was saying. Like, that could be... Right, that's what I was saying. We could do right after. I mean, you know what I mean? How are you feeling? Incredibly optimistic that we're at this point. Yeah, because there's no more point in me moving no cars. It would make sense. Yeah.
Got some breaking news. Trucks carrying
and then that would be the news. Right.
for a whole lot of people who have been waiting months and months.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down for the 27. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to have the Bills' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. That seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also but take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So the girl
back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
4 more years. 4 more years.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And then he gonna say, no, it's just, that's just crazy. It's hate all of a sudden. No, it's freedom of speech. They just not educated. They don't know that.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
And I said, can I ask who you're talking to? Who's supposed to be not educated? Well, we weren't saying you. I said, please don't. Because I said, and I said, is it a problem? The Asian girl next to her said, go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
I said, first of all, if you don't ask, you don't know.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
And I was like, if you don't ask, you don't know. And she was like, and I said, that's my right to ask too. And then she tried to like hush whatever on the back where the guy like listen. And the Asian guy in front of me
he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
But it's not even.
Devin Singletary. His 14th touchdown now. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Trump put on there on Twitter, and he was at one of the rallies.
Tough.
He went to it. They were fine from place to place.
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So they should have already known it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
It got rough.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
That was bad timing. I mean, I didn't kick a kick since the day.
They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're putting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Sit down. Sit.
From the 27th, Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
What did I just say?
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
I'm not playing with you.
From the gun, and Stafford. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He's back to throw here to start the drive. On the screen, this is Coleman. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To Tevin Coleman. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 32.
Throwing now is Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue. Almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder. Helped force the incompletion.
Singletary. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed them up throughout the game because that was the longest run of this contest.
That's retarded. You gotta do it different. You don't put him in. It don't matter if he's not in this.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
And don't say it. First of all, you don't say that. So how can you expect to say it? No, it is not. And you want to try to use that.
They throw it out right complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So on 4th down, they decided to go with a run-pass option, a good decision.
And the run can get you there, but the pass gets you there quicker. Nice decision, picks up a first down.
Go snitch, go send him a DVD. Somebody send him a stop snitch.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll let it go deep for Foster. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play here for the Bills. 46 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
What?
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes you back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Coleman. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Going quickly out to the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. But now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
They come with the key on.
Papa, come here.
Don't disrespect my team, yo. Don't do that, because Tom Brady's been inconsistent, so I don't even want to hear that. So what? That was those last 3 games. Who knows? He might throw it off for a draft pick, too.
They'll try to run it in with Singletary.
I don't want to hear it.
And
I'm
he
just
gets
saying.
halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
But they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion.
Can we turn it down, please?
But a little solace there. You saw some good
Oh,
gang tackling,
I
stacking
thought
him
it
up before he
was
gets to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Don't worry, Chase Young want that. We want all the smoke. Chase Young and Alex Smith want all the smoke.
Not Tom. He's not getting Tom.
I said, we want all the smoke. Don't forget it.
Don't put that on me. I'm not a part of we. I'm not a part of we.
All the smoke. We want it.
Oh, I did.
We ready. We ready.
No, I thought you were trying to act like I was a part of mommy team. Nope.
No, she dropped the dog. Dang.
Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2 yards to go.
3rd and 2, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, we could often mistime that play because of the angles of approach.
Wait a minute, what you saying about me?
Sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
I mean,
instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
I come through there.
And knocked it free.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Oh, you're ignorant, yo. Why would you do that?
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half.
Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
Intercepted.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
They had so many people hurt in the holiday weekend, they were trying to get a car. In New Orleans.
Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the 1st half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Allen now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Allen. Into a double
Get
team,
out of
it's
here,
intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped in. Inside the 40.
A gain of 22 yards.
Right.
Yes, he did.
After the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. Fighting through pressure, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Stafford sacked. A loss of 14 on the play.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, he'll find Swift out of the backfield. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Well, a heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. And they're going to speed things up here.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He was tackled.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And the Bills will move the chains. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
I told you that.
And now they'll throw with Allen.
Yo, get out of here.
Complete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing again. Allen. He's got the hook up with Dick.
It's the actual commercial.
Round at the Lions' 20-yard line.
Want me to give you a remote, yo? We're really about to go to sleep. I got my sister, man.
That's why you shouldn't do that.
Oh, you gonna be.
That's why you shouldn't do that, baby.
Alright, slide over, because you let me go.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Slide over, but. Yeah.
That was you. That's my teammates.
Funny, huh?
Alright, we should the other guys up there. But we sure
They're
gotta go.
trying for some anime. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm serious, man. Let me go.
Okay, okay.
Go, go.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Operating from the red zone now. Allen will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, it's Coleman. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
They run here with Singletary. And the Bills are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the Lions' 3-yard line.
They'll toss this right side to Singletary. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And a decent effort, but they'll mark him down about 3 yards shy of the 1st. Call it 6, maybe 7, but now they're left with 4th down and goal. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Singletary, they'll run.
Look at this man chasing me down from the opposite end, bro.
They stop him on 4th and goal
bro.
at the 3. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
And he takes it
Game is
just about a
glitching, bro.
yard shy of the 20.
Game is glitching.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, Stafford. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down at Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now it's Stafford. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
Stafford's pass.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Stafford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The Lions now are going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They snap it to Stafford. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot. That's a tough spot for a running back coming out the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Stafford. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ed Oliver, that time to want to get in there and bring him down. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
3 yards. And the Lions first down.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
Complete.
And now here comes their final timeout.
It's a gain of 8.
As they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
2 at the 6-yard line.
So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperate. It's caught inside.